Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 78 of Direwolf20's server play series. Just logging in today to check out what's going on the server. Looks like we've got Alex hanging out with us. What's up, Alex? How's it going, man?
Oh, not much.
Cool. Chilling, hanging out, having a good time, right?
Yeah, trying to figure out where to put this assembly table.
Cool. Yep, and I'll be reloading my rubber tree system because Elram looks like she stopped by and borrowed some more rubber from me, which is fine. I tell her she's welcome to all the rubber she needs, but I like to make sure I have plenty of rubber in the chest ready for her to come collect. So, just checking in on some things. Then we're probably going to want to work on a bit of that force field block. I still haven't decided how I want to do this whole force field system.
Apparently I used all my electric engines. Time to make some more.
Nice. How do you like those upgrades that you can put on those electric engines? They're cool, aren't they?
Yeah, I only figured out how to actually use them just recently, and I was like, oh, so that's what that does.
Yeah, the thermionic fabricator thing is pretty cool. Okay.
Well, my problem was I couldn't figure out which the slots were. I know I have the bronze electron tubes. According to the wiki thing, it says you can only stack 2, but from what I can tell, I can put in like a stack of like 16 or something like that. I just don't know if it just ignores the rest.
True.
And then, of course, someone told me that on the one side I'm supposed to put a circuit board in there. So I was like, oh, so that's what that, I can't figure out what's going in what. Like, if I don't even know if I have all the components in it because there still looks like one slot that doesn't have something in it.
Gotcha.
So if you have one that's set up properly, I need to see it.
Which block was that again?
The electric engine, it looks like it has 3 slots. It has the left side for the circuit board, the bottom slot in the middle for the electron tubes of whatever flavor you put in there. Is there something that goes in the top slot above the electron tube?
The electrical engine, right?
Yes.
One of those is for a battery. Like you can put a Lapitron crystal, an energy crystal in. I don't know if Lapitron's going, but energy crystals I think in batteries do. That's one of those slots. I want to say that's the bottom one. The circuit board goes in the left, like you said.
Yeah, no, the electron tubes only fit in the bottom middle slot.
You can put electron tubes in there?
Yeah, you put the electron tubes like a bronze electron, it increases the power output.
I thought that only worked on the circuit boards when you put them in.
According to what I looked on the wiki, it says the bronze electron tube makes it draw more EEU, but increases the MJ output.
Yeah, if you come stop by, I'll show you how they work if you want.
Yep, I'll be there shortly.
Alright, let me know when you're in my world. In the meantime, I'm going to be playing around in my void world thingy.
I'm just on the way to the Nexus right now.
Oh, cool. Then you're on your way right now. Awesome. Synchrotron capacitor is empty. I wish this thing drew power from my graviton suit. It would never run out then.
It does. If you hold it in your hand, and I think it's shift click to turn it off and then turn it back on in order to make it link to your suit.
Oh, look at that. That's cool. Can use backpack, lap pack. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that's what that message meant.
Yep, you have to, but basically if you get it, you have to actually turn it off and then turn it back on, because when you first start it, it doesn't recognize your suit.
Oh, that's neat. Much better. Okay. I wasn't sure why I was getting that message. And you know what it was? Is more often than not, I felt like I had to click on the force field with the synchrotron capacitor thingy.
Yeah, no, you just have to have it in your inventory.
That is cool. I like it.
So where did you go?
Let's see. I'm outside my house. Out my front door.
Oh, hi there.
If you come over to here, this is the most efficient electrical engine that you can get as far as I'm aware. So see how you mouse over that large circuit board?
Yeah.
And that has, I want to say, 2 bronze electron tubes are given the increased output. And then, is it an iron? That does the reduced intake.
So you have to put the electron tubes in the circuit board. How do you do that?
Yes. Come to my house.
See, the wiki isn't very helpful. I've been reading that thing left and right. It doesn't tell you how to do it.
You should watch one of my videos.
My problem is trying to find which videos I want to watch, which ones have the stuff in it that I want, without having to watch the entire thing.
And I actually have a lot of tubes in my chest here. If you want to just steal some, that's fine. I
have a lot of tubes. I just have to go make the circuit boards again, which isn't a problem. I already have the fabricator already set up.
I can't find my soldering iron. Did I use it up? It's a soldering iron that you need to use.
Aha!
Which is bronze and 3 iron. I can make you one if you want. I got the stuff here.
Yeah, I got all this stuff here too. It's one of those things. It's like I go look at the wiki and it didn't even say anything about putting the electron tubes inside the circuit board. That means I'm actually gonna have to go break 2 engines, because once you put a circuit board in, you can't take it out. I have to break 2 engines, I'll lose those boards, and then put them back.
Oh, you can take the circuit boards out if you use the soldering iron on them.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Come meet me in the overworld. We'll hit up the carpenter here, because all my carpenters are in use, kind of.
In the shop?
Yeah. So I think it was something like that. Ah, there we go.
The bronze thing is, yeah, the bronze thing I think is under the 1 iron.
There it is.
It's like a sideways sickle.
Yeah, exactly. So if you take that on your cursor and then you left click inside the electric engine on the circuit board, it'll pull it out for you.
Cool, and then I just add my tubes to it and then put it back in.
Yeah, using the soldering iron in your hand, right click with it in your hand on like nothing and you'll open up like an interface, kind of like a crafting table type thing.
Sweet, okay. That's kind of nice. I mean, like I said, I've been looking all over our wikis and nothing's telling me about this stuff right here. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay,
alright, you should be good. So yeah, right click with it in your hand to open up the interface for putting tubes on circuits, and then you can use it inside the electrical engine. Left click to pull out the circuit board.
Yep, let me go find out and see how it works.
Cool. Let me know how you make out. Hey, there's Covert Jaguar, who's got his microphone muted, but hey buddy, what's up? So anyway guys, I wanted this to be all like smooth stone awesomeness, and unfortunately it's not gonna work out so well, and let me show you why. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. Covert is here, hanging out, saying hi. Yeah dude. So what I wanted to do originally, by the way, was put in one of these and one of these. And what I wanted to do here was hit this button, right? Or you know what? No. This was 250. Right? So that's cool. And then I wanted this thing to be the same kind of setup, right? A camouflage with a stone. And here's the problem I'm running into. Everything looks perfect. Look at the beauty of this. It's like gorgeous. Until I leave the age and go back in. And suddenly, things are invisible. It's not properly updating the textures. And I'm sure this is just like because we're using a beta version. Now if I like start breaking the block, you can see it like kind of puts the texture-ish type thing on there, but only on one face. And it's like, oh, yo, what's up users? Tog, what's up man? Yeah, so that's the reason that I've been trying to figure out what I want to do. Like, if I reset this thing, it comes back like perfectly clean. See? Like it goes off and on.
This place
But
looks dangerous.
if I join, oh, there's Covert. Yeah, hey, what's up, man? If I leave the age and come back, it looks all ugly, so I'm not happy. See how nice this looks, Covert?
Yeah, is the camouflage not working?
Well, when you leave the age and come back in, it removes the camouflage.
Yeah, it breaks until you reload. You have to log out and log back in.
Or just turn on and off the force field.
Well, that too.
Which, yeah. So, I don't know what I want to do. I'm debating that part. So let me think for a few minutes, guys. Like, one trick I could pull is like have like a pressure plate here that when you land on it, it toggles them both. And that wouldn't be the end of the world because like you're not going to get through the door with the missing bridge component. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll be back. All right, guys. I have an idea. I want to try this.
What you guys up to?
What's up, Soren? I'm recording, FYI.
All right.
And I'm testing out an idea that I might have.
Yeah, you say.
I do indeed. This might be cool. So let's try this, right? So right now the force fields are actually on, right? So that is cool. And they're nice and invisible. I want to just make sure when I leave and come back that it's the same situation. I'm messing around in my force field age. Yeah, it is. So that might work for me. So that's what I'm thinking, right? Like, that sounds cool. Now what I might want to do is something along these lines. If I instead add to this focus matrix thing and just widen this out a little bit, that might be neat. Where is my focus matrix stuff? So if I bump this out, right now it's going out 1 in either direction. I want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in either direction more. And I'm going to clear out all this stuff, right? Invisible force fields are hard to deal with. Let's take our things
A lot more
out
work
here.
than last time.
What's that?
A lot more work than last time. There's a lot more here.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm cleaning stuff up. Alright, YouTube, I'll be back. Oh, maybe one more than I needed to. Alright, guys, I cleaned that up. I want to add a little bit to the... Oh, I'm recording again, by the way.
Alright.
Want to add a little bit more height to this force field. That'll
How's
do.
that, guys?
What'd you break, Soren? Why is your world so broken?
Apparently, the Buildcraft logic gate didn't update, so it kept crafting more and more. I fixed it.
You did what now?
Basically, I have a like pulls out crates, so I can crate UU matter.
Yeah.
But it has a logic gate to see if it has space, and apparently it said it had space somewhere.
Nice. And it was lying, and it was spilling all over the ground?
Indeed.
There's your problem.
Here we go. Here's your.
I did
sign
that in one of my first Let's Play series. I had like a factory that turned coal and flint and obsidian into diamonds. It was like the old IC2 mechanic, and it was like this huge buildcraft factory, right? And I had like, this is way before a lot of the added on gates and functionality. I had this crazy wonky system, and I had one iron gate facing the wrong way, and it basically made like every piece of item that went through it bounce out into the ground, and it brought my frame rate down to like 1 frame per second. It was like complete epic lag fest until I picked up all those blocks.
Rashi, how's the frame rate now?
Who, what now?
I was asking how the frame rate is now, but
Probably better. Alright,
Basically.
so this will be cool. And then what will happen is
Wonderful.
it'll lower the first force field and let me
35% may
in.
take a little bit for it to pick up.
Cool.
yeah.
I like that.
Told you were spilling into these all over the ground.
Alright, let's go get the things we're going to need to make our key
I know
system.
nothing.
Alright guys, I'm back.
I don't remember leaving that many, but if I did, okay.
We left at least 4, so. Good enough for me. Have more cake.
So you fixed your world there?
I think so.
Nice. Making a relay.
Yep, it's going back up slowly. You're at 48%.
Okay.
Nice. So I'm probably going to
Yeah,
want a
sure.
bunch of pneumatic tubes and redstone tubes, and I'm going to want an item detector. This will be fun, guys. You'll enjoy this bit. So I'm going to need some of that. I think I've got everything there that I need. Item detectors are cool, mixed with relays. Oh yeah.
Okay,
My world, so.
Alright guys, I'm back to recording for a second. And making myself one more component, a filter. This is going to be how I choose what my keys are. This is a neat little system I got coming up here.
This is
Alright, that should do. So tubes, relay, filter, item detector, maybe even want a chest or something. That could be cool and fun. Might even want to bump this guy up to an iron chest. Just because, you know, why use vanilla when you can use mod?
no kidding.
Alex agrees. Soren, did you see MoMods episode 1 yet, by the way?
not episode 1. No, I'm going to check it out later tonight. Looks interesting, at least.
Thank you. At least, he says.
Well, I do have to say that poor innocent cow that got shot by the laser.
Dude,
No
he was
collateral
interrupting.
damage.
He was the interrupting cow.
Collateral damage. At least it wasn't Steve, I guess.
I'm just cleaning up this little area here. And this is where I'm going to have a chest sit. Right in here.
Not going to.
Now, I might need to temporarily shut this force field off, but that's not a big deal. So the first thing I'm going to have is a relay sitting right here. This is going to be a neat build, I think. I've already decided I like what I'm doing here. Pneumatic tubes come through here. Do I want this here? This might be a neat idea for a key system. Alright.
And like warehouse moved to 88%.
You fix your brokenness?
I believe so. Yeah, there's a small little bug where you can place things inside the railcraft tanks. So, SWE and I placed a coke oven inside it, fill it up.
Nice.
Except the way we set it up, apparently we didn't have any stopping, so it kept filling up nothingness and kept spilling out coal all over the place. So I just took it out entirely. We should be good.
How do I want to set this up? One sec. Let me think.
Cool.
Alright guys, recording is back on, FYI. I was trying to avoid using a transmitter on this, but this will do just fine. Maybe not there yet.
Just make sure you box up your chest with your security card reader in it, because otherwise, if anyone has access to it, they can put their own card in it.
No, it has a force field around it, see? I just don't have it on at the moment. Check it out.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. Just make sure you do have it
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Right. Yep. So what it's going to basically be is like, this is your ID card request, right? So there's Arashi Dragon. So I will go ahead and place you in the chest. So now you should be allowed to pass through the force field, but no one else, if you have a synchrotron on you. Yep.
Yep, I'm using these on my base. You do realize there's another upgrade you can put inside your the force field itself that is kind of really nice.
The one that kills people if they don't belong?
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's totally gonna happen.
It won't work on people with quantum suits or gravity suits, but I think Thunder's fixing it so it does. Or not Thunder's fixing it. He said that you can, in the config, if you set the damage to like 1 million, it'll
Right.
insta-kill you even if you're in a gravity suit.
Nice. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so if everything's set up correctly, which I'm hoping it is, this is what should happen now. If I put glass in the relay, it should come through and nothing happens. However, if I put cobble in the relay, it should come through and shut off that one force field that Arashi's right under. Did that not happen? Alright, I might need a wire. Might need to put a wire here.
Yeah, that's set so you're using like items as a combination.
Pretty much. So let's try that again. Cobblestone is the key. So it's like a key system, right? Put cobblestone in the relay, it shuts off the force field that you're standing above right now. But any other item won't.
Okay.
Is this that's a receiver. There's my problem. Thought I had a transmitter under here. I am a pretty big derp sometimes. Once more, working correctly this time, not making silly mistakes. So this is like a key card system, basically. Like, you know, put the key in and you're good to go. Now, like, obviously, you know, people can come down here and look inside the filter to see what the key is, but, yeah. You get
Did it only? Do you have it set so it only stays off for a certain amount of time?
Yes, 2 seconds.
Okay.
It should be 2 seconds. Let's see if it really did.
It was about 2 seconds. It might have been slightly less.
We'll find out. I have a state cell down there doing it, basically.
It stayed
Yep.
off longer that time. The first time it just kind of blinked.
Cool. State cell might have been wonky from me messing with it earlier. And I considered something that did this if you use the wrong key more than 3 times or something. You watching?
I'm watching. There's only one problem. You have circuits and stuff for them to land on right underneath that.
Yeah, no, I can move it behind, though.
You just have to basically rotate it around.
Right. Like, make it like this, basically.
Yep.
I noticed that earlier and was like, to do. So let's make this the knot and the receiver and the state cell. There we go. Just being funny, aren't you?
What's the green box supposed to be?
The green box?
The one right here. Actually, green probably just means that I have access to it. Because the other wall's blue.
Oh, yeah. I'm guessing that's what that means.
Because green I can get into.
Wait a second. What was the setup? 251, right? 251. Cool.
Yeah, what's this one big green box that has the switch in it for?
I never realized if you right-click on a transmitter or receiver with the remote, it sets the transmitter or receiver to that frequency. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, if you have a remote set, you can quickly set a bunch of them to the same frequency with the remote.
That's awesome. Those little details are always cool. Green box. What green box?
This one we're standing on.
Oh, the big one here?
Yeah.
That's going to be, like, the place to get to. So, like, basically there's going to be 2 levels of security. There's going to be you getting through the first level by figuring out what the key system is. And right now it's set to cobblestone. And if you guess correctly on the key system, it should shut down the first force field long enough for you to get through. And then you have to get to the second force field, which basically you come to here. And this is based on the security card system. And the plan is that anybody who tries to guess the key and figures it out gets trapped in this room. And they won't be able to get out.
Aha.
Yeah, tricky.
You plan on having a disarming system to get here?
What's that?
Plan on using a disarming book to get here?
I don't know about a disarming book. Probably not.
Because you don't do a disarming book, if they bring a following book with them, they can get out.
Well, yeah, true. I know. It's not like super secure. It's more like just for fun build.
See, what I'm planning on doing, if you go into this green box, he is now. What I'm planning on doing is that my portal room is, pretend this is my portal room. I plan on turning this entire room into a Mistcraft portal, so that when you go to my age, you'll land in my portal room, what would be my old portal room, and it will disarm you and then teleport you up to the platform.
Oh, that's cool.
And then it will catch all your stuff and it will deliver it to a security chest where someone that has access can determine whether or not to give you your stuff back. Basically like a security checkpoint.
Nice.
That
I like
way,
it.
That way when you go into the world, you get disarmed so you can't do anything. And if I feel like giving you stuff back, then I'll have access to it to give it back to you, or I can give it back to you just before you leave the world.
Right. That sounds cool. Alright, YouTube audience, we will be back in just a few minutes once I get ready to get my next part of this build ready. Alright guys, we are back. I am going to do a couple things just to make this look a little fancier. First I want to shut this thing off, and you know what, probably even shut this one off for a good length of time. Because I need to place some blocks here, smooth stone to be exact. I don't really think these are needed anymore. So I'm just tidying up this part of the world right before we wrap up the episode here. Between this episode and next, what I'm thinking I want to do between now and next time is debate. Ooh, I have a neat idea. I have a rather neat idea. Maybe, we'll see. I'm probably going to want to get a force field ceiling going on up here, as well as some walls on, the sides here, so that if people do get, stuck inside the middle area here, they are actually stuck. They can't just, get out. So that won't be too hard to do. Probably going to also then start preparing, and then next time I'll hopefully start being able to build inside this green force fielded area. And this is going to be, like I said, I believe last episode I mentioned, pretty much want it to be a workshop for some railcraft stuff. Covert, you still on here, by the way? He's like, yeah, but I'm quiet.
I think I might be failing push to talk button as well.
Fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is maybe like a railcraft type workshop where I'll hopefully have like some neat contraptions for building different rails and maybe setting up some crazy things. We'll see. Might need to expand the size of this room at some point. It might be too small as it is now. But basically the concept here is that people can't get into my cool, crazy railcraft area. And then from there, I'm probably going to want to create some kind of roller coaster or some kind of railcraft contraption that I will let people access. It'll be outside the force field. So that'll be like the construction area where I build all my cool railcraft contraptions. And then out here is where the roller coaster and whatever else will be put so people can go on a ride and do all kinds of other cool, crazy stuff. But we'll see how far we get and what kind of cool stuff we do. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan. And looks like Covert just died. You need some help there, Covert?
I think he does.
You're welcome to borrow resources from my age if you want to get yourself some armor or something.
Covert, there is
Armor would
really
probably be a good idea.
there is one really good defense system.
And unfortunately, guys, this is a pretty good wrapping up point for this episode. I can't really squeeze any more in before we hit that 30-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. So I hope you guys enjoyed checking out episode 78. Like I said, more Forcefield plus Railcraft coolness on the way. I hope you guys come back next episode and check out where we go with it. All right, everyone, signing off on episode 78. Take it easy. And Soren has 7,000 plus UU because he's insane.